Right, and we are live. Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. It is URC time. The Bulls versus the Sharks, and it's a derby to really kickstart the weekend. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great game, an absolutely brilliant game. We've got a Bulls side full of confidence who have been one of the top sides in the URC so far this season. We've got a Sharks side who went 5 games without winning and then absolutely hammered the Dragons a week ago. So it's a bit of a difficult one to call. It is at Loftus, so you do think that that the Bulls should have the advantage. However, the Sharks last week, as I said, looked so much better that maybe they can come out and pull up a decent win. But yeah, we're going to start settling into the watch-along. We're going to talk about the teams in just a bit. We'll go through both lineups and tell you exactly who's who in either zoo and well, an aquarium, I suppose, when it comes to the Sharks. And yeah, then we're going to get some score predictions going. We're going to do, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can win tickets to the Sevens next weekend, which is going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, so let me know where you're watching from and who you're supporting. If you're on Gauteng, are you surviving the heat? Because my goodness, it is very, very, very warm at the moment. It has been warm for the last couple of weeks. But on that note, in fact, this game will actually have compulsory water breaks at 20 minutes into the first half and 20 minutes into the second half because of the extreme heat. So that has been confirmed from a safety perspective. And yeah, so that is going to, we saw last weekend across both the Bulls and the Lions games. I don't know if it's going to happen with the Lions game later. I would assume that will be the case, but not confirmed just yet whether it will indeed happen in terms of those water breaks and stuff. So yeah, please go vote on my poll, by the way. I've got a poll running in the comments asking who do you think will win this game. And very interesting to see who's currently leading the poll. So let's go to the comments. Justin earlier saying Bulls by 12. Rian van der Walt saying go Bulls. Richard is saying game is on TG4 on free view. There we go. So if you're over that side of town, you can watch for free on TG4. Also Michelle saying Bulls. Vic saying this is nerve-wracking. The Sharks better be on point today. And well, I think this becomes quite a competitive game. And that's, at the end of the day, what we want to see, isn't it? We don't want to see blowouts, for example. We don't want to see one-sided affairs. You want to see the two of the top SA sides going head-to-head. You want to see a bit of rivalry out there. You want to see good rugby. You want to see World Cup winners. And there are plenty of them on display this afternoon. The likes of Kane Moody, for example, starting. Curtly Orenson making his return back to domestic rugby after winning the World Cup. So plenty of stars on show today. And yeah, what should we talk about? Right, so how can you win tickets to watch the Sevens in Cape Town is a very good question. And the answer to that is if you bet 20 Rand on rugby this weekend, Sevens and or URC, you could win a share of 10 double tickets. The link is in the description below. I will put a link in the comments as well to go and sign up for BOYLESPORTS and go and bet 20 Rand on any rugby this weekend, and you can stand a chance to win tickets to the Sevens. So there we go. If you're looking to for something to do next weekend, you're in Cape Town, go and bet and win tickets. Win tickets. Go and do it. So the votes are coming in on the poll. People are starting to settle into the watch along. My fan has finally started working, which is all good news. So what I want you guys to do is I want some score predictions. What are we feeling? I'm about to go through the teams. Are we thinking big score line, small score line, close, one-sided? What do we think? Right, Vic says people are not going to see get Volko Low versus Ox. I think we will actually. I mean, Volko Low's been playing up to, I think he played full 80 the other day. Hmm. That is warm. It needs to go to the fridge. We shall revisit that in a bit. Chance, how to you? Who wins the battle of the back three today in your view? Yeah, I think that's for me one of the really cool parts of this game is that back three battle. We've got Springboks cap players across all six of the back three for both teams. So absolutely mental quality there, and I'm very keen to see how they go against each other today. So yeah, I think that form wise, probably quite close. I think Period Gianti probably the player who's the least in form, and yet I thought 2 weeks ago looked very good. And I've just seen that there is a late change, by the way. Sharks have made one late change, and Emil van Heerden has been replaced by Jean-Ray Lawaskakny. I'm just confirming who has come onto the bench now. So yeah, there is a late change to the Sharks. Just time for me to tell you what the teams are. And two very oh, hang on, I need to get something else going as well. Right, let's start with the home side, shall we? Which is, of course, the Bulls. And in the front row, Geert Dinnekamp, Akapanamova, and Volko Low. What a signing Volko Low has proven to be so far. In the second row, it is Janko Swanepoel and Reinhard Ludwig. No Ruan Nokia this weekend. The back row is Marco Verstappen, Ulrich Low, and Cameron Hanekom, who returns to the side. Your halfback pairing is Bruce Pierre and Johan Gussen. Kane Moody, Kurt Lawrence at the two wings. In the centers, David Creel and Stefan Gans, and then Billy the Goat LaRue at full back. Substitutes are Jan-Hendrik Wessel, Superior Tanzima, Mornay Smith, Dion Slavitt, Nizam Carr, Zach Berger, Jakob van der Walt, and Sebastian de Klerk. Right, for the Sharks, it is Intuko Tunu, Faison Barta, Kunio Stazen, Eben Etzebeth, Jean-Ray Lawaskakny in the second row now, and then James Fenter, Pesbut, Lezig, and Mozinoche. That completes the pack there. The halfback pairing is Jaden Henderson next to Cohen Bosch, Marcus Orlando Pimpia, Pierre Gianti, the two wings. Francois Fenter continues with the partnership with Akanya who will captain the Sharks today. Apple Fassi at full back. Off the bench, Dan Jooste, Oxenchair, Henry Jacobs, Cornell, Marco De Witt is the man who's come on to the bench there. Grant Williams, Buddha Chamberlain, and Rohan Janssen from Rensburg. So even off the bench, they've basically got three block players to the Sharks, where the Bulls have one. I suppose they've got a Scottish cap player in the form of Jakob van der Walt, who I personally think should be starting today. But yeah, the one that's been my cap player on the Bulls bench is Nizam Carr, who played 5 tests for South Africa between 2014 and 2016. So yeah. Yeah, so in terms of that battle of the back three, yeah, I think they're very different back threes, aren't they? Villiers far more of a ball player, for example, versus Napoli Fassi, who likes to carry the ball. You've got the physicality of Kane and Moody. I mean, look, all four wings have got plenty of pace. But you got the fleet-footedness of Kurt Lawrence. So you've got Pierre Gianti, who's probably a bit more of an all-round type player. You've got Kane and Moody, who's a good defender, very good in the high ball. Maximo Pimpy, who's just an out-and-out finisher. So, yeah, very interesting to see how that back three battle does go. And I think that I think that my guess is I personally think that the Bulls back there is going to have much better time out there. Because I think that the Bulls pack is going to dominate, and I think we're going to see the likes of Kurt Lawrence and Kane with more opportunities than I think we will for Apio Janti and Makazola Mapimpi. Vix, I thought Louis Roos would be in the replacement. I heard he is training in. I can actually confirm whether he was available or not with the injury news that came out yesterday. But I do remember seeing him. No, he's not on the injury list, so he could have been available. But they've decided to go with Marco De Wit, who I've not seen a hell of a lot. Very young player. I think he's about 20 years old or something like that. There's currently a moment of silence for Desmond Kramer, who's a former Sorrow and EP player. Bulls playing in their blue, Sharks obviously in fact in their white today. I'm not quite sure why they're not playing in the black. It definitely wouldn't have clashed. But yeah, did you hear that Bulls rejected the loan deal for Similani? Yeah, I think a very frustrated player, from what I'd imagine, going down to Cape Town with the blessing of the Bulls. And apparently they wanted him to make him move permanently. And then the Sharks came back and said, no, we wanted loan. And the Bulls said, no, we will not be doing a loan deal. So as a result, he's back in Johannesburg. And like I said, I don't think he'll be too happy about life, Similani, because I think he thought he was going to get his career back on track. And yet, yeah, it's not gone his way, has it? Anyway, we do have kickoff. Jan Goosen gets us underway, going down that left-hand side, an early touch for World Cup winner, Springbok World Player of the Year nominee, Springbok Player of the Year nominee as well, Eben Etzebeth. And Jaden Hendricks is going to take this first opportunity at the first rack to put this ball high in the air, and Pierre Gianti is going to chase this. And Pierre Gianti takes it. Very, very nice start. That is for Gianti. That'll give him a lot of confidence. Now, quick ball here. He wasn't Notch bringing in Jaden Henderson. Jaden Henderson chipping over the top to himself. Jaden Henderson, that is brilliant. Popping inside to Francois Fenter. Francois Fenter looking for options. Get it to up later. Fassi. Fassi's brought down by Creel. Needs some support. He does eventually arrive. Michael's on the Pimpy. Shifting on the outside. Goes himself. Into 22 go the Sharks. What a start this is. Jaden Henderson going to Eben Etzebeth. Eben Etzebeth going himself. Popping it up to the Kanye He comes back on the angle. Big solid tackle on him, but still good momentum inside the 22. Now to the left-hand side, to James Fenter, who carries it up strongly. Kern Bosch going to Pepsi Buthelezi. Into 22 as he's thrown up by Cameron Honeycomb, who has won the ball legally, but there was an early penalty advantage. They'll go back for the penalty right in front of the poles. What a little move and a piece of play there from Jaden Hendrickson. Absolutely brilliant. Right, now decision time for the Sharks. Do they take a three? Do they go to the corner? Looks like they're going to take the 3 points here. And why not, really? If you could be 3-0 up after less than 2 minutes, I don't think you turn down that opportunity. And Kern Bosch makes no mistake. He adds the extra 3. And, well, the extra 3. Adds the 3. And Bulls, the Sharks take an early lead. Deep restart there. Mapimpi underneath, but he carries it up and is brought down by David Creel. We saw Mapimpi and Eben Etzebeth combining for a superb try last weekend, which really sort of started to show their quality. And you start to sort of wonder how much of a difference is there between, international players, local players, and the Sharks, I think, last week, putting a bit of a demonstration as to where that gap is and where those sort of fine margins are. Sean Farrell said, Munster blew Glasgow away yesterday. I was surprised with the result. I thought it would have been tighter, but 40 points for Munster on 29 for Glasgow. Yeah, I was also quite surprised. I was quite surprised at how scoring it was. You know, I had predicted a Glasgow upset. So as usual, don't listen to me. I've really enjoyed the way Glasgow have been playing. This is really good work here by the Sharks, who have progressed almost up to the halfway line, by the way. Jane Henshaw fires it out to Francois Venter, who goes to Apele Lefasi, popping out to Kanyam. Good hands to Piro Dianti. Look at the pace from Piro Dianti. Ships it back inside. Villaroo comes with the boot of Villaroo. He's under a bit of pressure now. Piro Dianti is the man there. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Piro Dianti take a bow. The man is cooking. Cooking. Villaroo has to run it into touch. But what a nice little show of pace there from Piro Dianti. Drops onto the boot on the inside. Follows up his kick to put the pressure on Villaroo and wins the Sharks line inside the 22. Yeah, it's a ball bouncing just in front of Villaroo's boots. They offered eventually as well actually go and cover. Sean Farrell records Bulls 25, Sharks 30. Right, so now Sharks line out on the 5-meter line. Bezenbato with ball in hand. What can he do? Goes to the front of the line out to Evan Etzebeth. Looking for the rolling Moya are the Sharks. Looking for their first try of the match. I think it was going to try and remove a couple of players. The call has come for to use it. I don't think this ball's going to come out here, by the way. No penalty advantage. There it is. Jane Henshaw was complaining about something, and he has been rewarded. A penalty there for the Sharks. I reckon they'll just knock us into the corner once again. Yep, they do get into the corner, so let's see what they can come up with here. Ball over the top, under the bounce. It's a pretty terrible line out, and it's turning the ball here for the Bulls right now. Stephen Cutts, what can they produce? Caden Moody to Villy LaRue. Villy LaRue puts it onto the boot. It's going to stay inside. He's going to get there first. Apele Lefasi is showing his pace, but no, here comes the Bros Papier. And eventually it's Villy LaRue who's got 2 tries in 2 games for his new side. How's that for some counter-attacking rugby? From a 5-meter line out, the Bulls have gone the length of the field and opened the scoring. We might have to have a look here. I don't think there's anything wrong with this, though. So I'm trying to hear what they're saying. I'm not sure what they're checking here. Okay, so we're checking to see if Ambrose Pierre was onside, whether he was in front of the kicker. So that's what we need to go look at. Face as usual, don't listen to me, Steve. Yeah, no, listen. That is. I mean, quote me on it. Create a cool post. It's just the rule, really. I think he could be in front of him, by the way. Jay does amazing WQ. Yeah, he really does. He reads a game like a book. This is why he has peer-to-peer comparisons, and I'm happy to make that comparison because the way he reads the book, the way he reads the game, the way he manages the game is very peer-to-peer-esque. Right. So unfortunately for the Bulls, Ambrose Pierre was in front of the kicker, and so it is offside all the way back for penalty for the Sharks. So the Sharks getting away with one there. Right, so after the halfway line, this will be very kickable. This will definitely be within Curran Bosch's range. He has asked for his kick and he will go for post here. He is at altitude, of course. So, I mean, he's such a clean striker of the ball. This wouldn't have been an issue for him if he was down the coast either. But, yeah, even more so at altitude. He's going to have 0 issue with distance here with Curran Bosch. Right, so Kern Bosch, double the Sharks lead here. Kern Bosch, look at that. Look at that. That's a huge kick with some distance, but it's gone down the right-hand side. So misses out on that one. Probably should have done better, to be perfectly honest. We're going to be a bit harsh here. Jan wasn't taking a while before he eventually dots that down. Jeepers, and United has hammered that downfield all the way from inside their own half. Now the Sharks lifted onto the air. A couple of players chasing. He fastly takes it out brilliantly, but then loses the ball forward. Turnover ball. Esteban Kans spins away from Ebenezer into Koen Oosthuizen. Now they go down the right-hand side. Johan Kussen, he's got numbers. There's numbers there. They come quickly. There's the Pimpy, but they get past him. Marco Van and holds it up for Kanan Moody. Kanan Moody, that's really good defense. Seeking was in Noche. Try to step inside and bounce him, but Noche's come out this season with a bit of a point to prove. What a player. I really, really enjoy watching when he's playing at his best. And I would load the captain for the Bulls today has asked for a kicking tee after the penalty off the back of the lineup there. And I assume, Jan Kussen will have his first go of the day. Very good work there from David Creel. Mark says, Mark, my birthday, December 2nd. Well, happy birthday, Mark. Many happy returns. It's also like December, people. Can we talk about the fact it's December? I'm not sure I'm emotionally ready for December. I'm definitely not financially ready for December. Dear, I went out last night and it's just, you spent far too much money when we go out. Que December, ladies and gentlemen, que December. Yeah, I need to start using Christmas shopping. Black Friday was a big disappointment. I need to actually start sorting myself out. That's a very good strike, though, from Johan Kussen. Had a yardage on it, by the way. So the Bulls draw level. They had a try scored ruled out, but they are now level to the boot of Johan Kussen. Deep restart there to Albert Lowe. Tuno completing the tackle. Right, to Johan Kussen, that's not the great pass. Willie de Roon, now that's a much better pass to Stefan Khan. Stefan Khan stepping in the inside of Sigmund Noche and on the inside of David Creel. And a penalty there for the Bulls. It says, I'm loaded, you got to know where to bet. Yeah, well, that's why I backed my boy Chris. So I think as long as the Sharks are within 11.5 points today, then our duo is still on. I think that Leinster win tonight is also what the shout was. In fact, I might actually put some extra money on that Leinster win. Some very cool betting content coming your way. As well, as I might have mentioned, the chance to go and watch the Sevens next weekend. What you need to do right now is you need to go and sign up for BOYLESPORTS. Link in the description as well as in the comments earlier. You then go bet 20 Rand. Jan Kussen eventually brought down Kern Bosch Bulls on the front foot here. You're going to bet 20 Rand on any rugby this weekend, and you can stand a chance of winning a set of double tickets to the Sevens next weekend, courtesy of BOYLESPORTS. Go get involved in that right now. Right effing now. Good, that's great defense. James Fedder coming through and grabbing the ball, but knocking it forward in the process. Good defense there from Tuko, getting out nice and quickly, making that tackle on Johan Kussen. It will be a bull scrum. In fact, it will be the first scrum of the day. which should be quite entertaining. Carl says, Jane, my wife says she's leaving me for you. I told her I'm fine with it. I love it. Absolutely love it. What a tackle that is from Mr. Mkuno, who's hopefully going to get a couple more Springbok caps in the next year or two. Right, so a bit of break and play. Everybody, we will have a water break. You're all I need. It sounds well, keep it. Right, first scrum of the day. Yeah, what have we got? What have we got? Pretty solid so far. It's been a second shot coming for the Sharks. That's much better, but there's good work being done by Chaos Telecom on Quinny Ostays, and then the scrum is completely disintegrated, and we will have a reset. Of course, I'm watching on TV, but I mute the sound and listen to a commentary instead. Love the work. Love the work. When the beating lands. Right, so last night I said, what are my Super Boot picks looking like here? I don't only say Lions by 10 for. Oh, I can still change that. Hanging. Right, so last night I said Munster by 4, and it was Munster by 11. So it wasn't that far off, I suppose. I have called this game Bulls by 5. I'm going Cardiff by 6 later, and I'm going to go Lions by 20. I'm going Ulster by 4 against Edinburgh. In fact, maybe that could be a bit more. Ulster by 6. Stormers by, I want to go by 40 against Edinburgh. And I want to go Leinster by 10 against Connacht. Benetton by 7. Those are my super big picks. And Bulls down the right-hand side. Kane Moody wrapping around. Steadman Khans into the corner. And the first try of the day will now count and go the way of the Bulls. Steadman Khans, nice little wrap around. Kane Moody, very nice awareness there. Off the back of the scrum. Good work there from the Bulls. Steadman Khans, what a start the season he's having. Literally sends him along down to Durban. Look at this wrap around there. Nice long pass out wide from Jan Koesen. It was probably pretty poor defense, it must be said, I think, from the Sharks. It wasn't anything too elaborate. It was literally just a bunch of dummy riders, and yet the long pass went out to Kane Moody. And then good support play coming from Steadman Khans. So I'm going to wrap up the poll there, by the way. It's been voted by over 100 people, and we're at almost 14 minutes. So 53% of people saying the Bulls will win, 42% saying the Sharks will win, and 3% backing a draw. What I want to ask you is, what should our next poll be? What burning questions can we ask? Should we ask if Aphiwe Dyantyi will play Springboks again? I think that's a nice one. Will Dyantyi play for... That's a great kick from Jan Koesen. Springboks again? Question mark. Yes, no. Go and vote in the poll. It's a good pass, Jan Koesen, but it's pretty poor, I think, from a Pimpy who shoots up too quickly, leaving far too much space. After it fast, he has to commit to Kane Moody. Steadman Khans around the outside. Steadman Khans into the corner. Right, now on the right-hand side, they go from the restart. Albert Low underneath it, wrapped up by Eamon Etzebeth. James Fenter as well, assisting in that tackle. So it is available for Ambrose here. Good line out there, good restart there from the Bulls, securing possession nicely. Ambrose here will now go to the boot. And that's right against the halfway line. I believe Fast takes it very, very well. And then gets Babylon's touch, but he gets the ball back inside to Francois Fenter. Very, very well played from Uplead Fassi. Jaden Henderson now pops it to Fez Mbata. Good to see him out and playing some rugby. Sort of a bit of a stranger for the Sharks the last season or two. Evan Etzebeth scaring nice and strongly. Presents to Jaden Hendrickson. Goes to Curran Bosch. Or Pimpy. The Kanya Oh, he's just sat down Kanan Moody. Kanan Moody's targeting him. He said, nah, not today, son. You think you might be coming for my 13-box jersey? That's fine, but I'm going to remind you of who the alpha is here. Big hit there. And they're taking it quickly as Buckles on the Pimpy, but he's been told to wait. I want to have another look at that. Penalty here for the Bulls. They will kick towards the corner. But let's have a look at this. Bang! Sit down, says Lakanya who's not the most physical player. We don't often see Lakanya bouncing players. But he just sat down Kane Moody. Just a bit of a reminder of the experience and the veteran that Lakanya is. And it's a bit of a messy line. Jaden Henderson wrapping around, giving it to Irma Pimpy, who's now knocked it forward from the looks of it. It is a knock-on advantage, and the ball's coming behind Jan Christian, who's now getting a bit of steam chips on his left boot. And that's going to bounce back up to Johan Christian. He's got Ambrose Papier. He's flipped it around for Joe Ambrose Papier. This ball might pop up perfectly for Ambrose Papier. And the referee stopped it. You enemy of progress, you. Carl says, will Kanan Moody be the next Springbok or Rolls Royce? Yeah, I think he's going to play for years and years and years. Daz says, Bulls proving to be too strong for the Sharks. Well, the Sharks are hanging in there for now. And trying to work out. Okay, yeah, there it was. It was a knock-on from Akka van der Merwe initially, so it'll be a Sharks scrum. Right, so it'll be a scrum when we eventually get going once again. Away with you. Yo, guys, it is absolutely cooking. I'm thinking a pool watch along. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a phenomenal idea. You know, like at Supersport Park, where they've got the pool at Castle Corner. Maybe I think you should do a pool watch along. I'm not sure anybody wants to see that. We'll have to do like a little like chest upwards type vibe. But a watch along. In fact, you keep the shirt on, just sit down, waist down. Oh, that would be sensational. I'm in. That's it. It's a reset scrum. But I've decided that the next watch along, next weekend, we're gonna be in the pool. That is exactly what I need in my life. Because I'm gonna be on a freaking cricket field tomorrow at 35 degrees. I'm not impressed about it. And there's just like no rain forecast anytime soon. 46% on Wednesday, 35% on Thursday. Hot and dry in Joburg. Speedrunner says Sharks win this. They need to get their heads together. Well, they're not out of it. They're only a try behind, and they've actually had some very nice moments so far. Jaden Hendrickson is operating. Right, so penalty for the Bulls, by the way. At that scrum, so Johan Christensen's got ball in hand. So it's free kick. So he lifts us high in the air, and Mapimpi's underneath it. Right, what is Makazolo? He brings in Sikamboze Noche, steps away from Kane and Moody. Good step there from Sikamboze Noche. A cool name as well. Pheasant Barter carrying up nicely and strong. Sharks on the front foot. Jaden Henderson to Curran Bosch. Curran Bosch takes a couple of steps, then puts it to the boot. Apira Dianti is after this. He wants to put Viliru under a bit of pressure. Hits Viliru nicely, but gets the pass away to Jan Goosen, who then sends it back downfield. Almost a bit of a juggle there from Fassi. Gives it inside to Curran Bosch. Curran Bosch has got Fassi next to him, so he puts in the air for Fassi to chase. It's a bit too far, so you can test for. And Viliru does very well. Steps away, gets the offload away to Steban Gans as well. Jaden Henderson bringing down Gans. Turn of ball, yeah. Bros Appear goes short to Janko Swanepoel. And took him once again nice and quickly up his defense. Now Viliru with the cross kick. Oh, it's just too far for Caden. It was a nice idea, actually. Camera work wasn't phenomenal, so we don't actually know how far away it was. Giuseppe saying Colby, Kurt Lawrence, Fassi, Pimpy, Moody, Gianti, box sport choice on the wings. You have no idea. Absolutely no idea. I just want to say, Bulls my favorite after the Stormers. Well, we will be live for the Stormers again. You will be a Stormers fan. We'll be live with you later for that Stormers game. It will be Mr. Daniel Scholz, who will be with you over there. And if you've not been following, by the way, we have been live throughout the day for the sevens. I did a session, Rudy did a session. Speaking of sessions, the lads are having some water now in the heat over there. A couple of ice packs being floated around. I could maybe do an ice pack as well. I'll give it a try again. Very, very good work there. Care December. I can't believe it's Care December. What's everybody doing for Christmas? What are the plans here, people? Are we going away? Are we staying here? Are we watching? I mean, obviously, we're going to watch a lot of rugby together. You know, Storms versus La Rochelle's coming up. We've got the series coming next weekend. Saracens versus Bulls. That should be really cool. So some very cool sport that is in the horizon, on the horizon. And is anybody going to any of those games? Are we going to see you at any of these games? Cole says, Cole, you're at East London. York, get me to East London then. I've even got accommodation down there. Yeah, this heat is, I'm absolutely melting on it over here. But yeah, where are we going? Anybody doing the whole Kenton thing? A lot of people usually go to Kenton. Plett is obviously a popular holiday destination in December. I think it's actually Matric Rage at the moment. I think it's Matric Vac. I think it would have been this week or last week, next week. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's happening at the moment. So both in Plett as well as in Devon makes me very, very like depressed that that was me like 9 years ago. Matthew's saying, do you think that Moody is the box future 13? If you do you think you should be playing at 13 for the Bulls? I do think he will play at 13. I do think that's where he will settle. I think that Stephen Hunt is playing too well at the moment to change it at the moment, and Kenan Moody adds so much value on the wing as well. So I suppose it's a case of how can we get our best players into the team, and that's probably the best way. Anyway, and a bit of a sloppy line out, and Jaden Henderson chips that ball over the top. Right, here we go. Kurt Lawrence, his first step, or first touch of the ball. And he runs into Pheasant Barter. He stands up well to tackle. A pretty poor pass to Viliru on the bounce. He sees a bit of space though, does Viliru. He's turned Curran Bosch. Back inside 22. That ball's going to keep going. And is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? Is it going to stop? It will eventually stop. And Curran Bosch going to take a few yards and eventually going to dab this down for a goal line dropout. And Kurt Lawrence, who's carried the ball once, is down and receiving treatment. So that's not a good sign. Yeah, so I do think Moody will play a lot of 13. I think we will see him at 13 there for the Bulls this season. But I think Stephen Hans has just started so well that they want to keep it there. Ooh, are we gonna have a look at that from Pheasant Barter? Is that a bit high? Carl says, my only confirmed plans are to watch Watchalong's festive season. Love your work. Love your work. Yeah, so we are gonna look at this tackle from Pheasant Barter on Kurt Lawrence, known as Claw. reckons that Moody will play at 15 for the Box. I think Moody could play anywhere, to be honest. I think he's so talented. So depressing, isn't it, when you watch people with that kind of talent and you're just like, what about me? Why can't I have that kind of talent? Right, first contact is elbow. Looks like could be shoulder to neck, yeah. I think his chin actually goes past it. Interested to see what. So I think it could be indirect contact. I think this would be a penalty only potentially. Okay, so there's head contact. So it's indirect, saying it's bulk of the contacts on the chest and then rides up. Yellow card penalty for Fezenbarter. Probably fair, and that could swing things a little bit here. Right, so Sharks down to 14. Fezenbarter into the bin. Bulls with a penalty. I think Kurt Giants is okay to continue, by the way. Even Esbeth making asking the points is why is he on the field if there was a direct head contact. But a lot of people are saying it should be a thing. And yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it. I don't think it has to necessarily be mandatory contact. Just because there is head contact doesn't mean that he's going to have a concussion. Says you're a lifesaver during load shedding. Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we don't go down, man. We don't do load shedding. First of all, where I live and where the offices are, there is solar. And even if there wasn't solar, we've got a nice big inverter. So we don't go down. Country can go down. Everything can go down. We'll still be here operating. Assuming Steve can withstand this heat. It's a pretty good looking rolling more here, but Akfanam has just been pulled in by Eminence Bet. So Prepare will use it. David Cool goes down course and goes straight through the Stateman Khans. Stateman Khans has bowled over Makazolama Pimpy, and he goes over for a second. What a try that is. Nice little preset move there. Brilliant angle being run by Stateman Khans. Phenomenal physicality as well. It doesn't take takes a lot to run over Mapimpi like he just did. And Stateman Khans, wow, I mentioned how good form he is. That was brilliant. Look at that angle. Just bang, bang, cheers. Over he goes. Oh, hello. Having said that, has Jaden Hendrickson dislodged the ball as he goes over? They've taken it now, so I think they're happy with it. Or are they going to take it? Jan Goosen has chipped it over. Now hearing that they might be checking it. Look, Jaden Henderson has dived as he was going over, and he looks like, and he's hit the ball, and he might have dislodged. I'll tell you what, if he's done this, then add that to the list of brilliant things Jaden Henderson's done today. My word, what a game he's having. Fair says Steve doesn't go down. I will not comment on that. I plead the fifth. Ooh, I tell you what. So he definitely does knock the ball out of his hands. So he knocks it out of his hands there. There it's loose. But they say there's no clear separation. They see his arm still seems to have pressure. I think this is going to stand, but it's almost a brilliant try-saving tackle from Jaden Hendrickson. Yeah, see, I don't think there's any clear separation between ball and player there for Hans. Yeah, no clear separation, so I think this try will stand. Yeah, try stands. Separation. I don't know if he has to retake the conversion. No, he's happy with that. Right, so try does stand. And the Bulls, with a numerical advantage, go up to 17 points to 3. It was almost brilliant from Jaden Henderson. Almost absolutely superb. What a game he's having at the moment. As is Steben Hans, who's on screen. Right, down the right-hand side goes Kern Bosch. And the Sharks need to hit back here. At risk of getting the game get away from them. 14 points deficit, so you score a try and you can be right back in it. But it's Bulls score next, and all of a sudden they can start, creating a bit of a gap, and then it becomes quite difficult to then close it. Right, Jaden Henderson, after it was a good take there from Upland Fasty, took it into contact. So slow ball here for the Sharks. Jaden Henderson assessing his options here. He's going to look good. He's going to go to the boot. He does, and he goes too far. It's a pretty poor kick. That's the first real poor moment from Jaden Hendrickson. And Jan Kosen takes it quickly. Has that bounced in touch? I think it has. This could be a 50-22, you know. Or is they saying it was before? You see, and Jaden Henderson has been turned here. Oh, he's just outside the 22. What a kick that is from Jan Kosen, though. Brilliant work from him. But it's just outside the 22. They don't have a hooker, by the way. So who's going to... I think Jaden Henderson's going to go in and throw it into the line out. So this should be fun. No, Pissy Lazy, in fact, is going to do it. So they're making a change. See whether Noche is going off, but Daniel is coming on. I wasn't sure you were allowed to do that unless it was a scrub. Right, Daniels comes on and they still lose the line. So Bulls back at the front for Cameron Harnicombe looking to get up that speed. Cameron Harnicombe almost in the gap. Eventually brought down. Quick ball from Ambrosia Pierre to Jan Goosen. That's a horrible from Jan Goosen. Up pretty fast has chipped this forward, but Pimpy is there chasing. Really chipped this over top. I'm not quite sure what the plan was for that. I don't know if he tried a drop call or whatever. It's a bit of a weird segment of play there. Not entirely sure what was going on here. Yeah, he was having a drop goal attempt. Pretty horrendous drop goal attempt. Right, so it will be a 20-minute dropout. Kern Bosch with the ball in hand. 40 minutes to go in the first half, yeah. Hammers it pretty low and pretty far into the hands of Villaroo. Little dab behind Jan Goosen, and Pimpy is there and gathers under a bit of pressure from McCain and Moody. Eventually managed to get himself down to the ground. Moody was trying to drive him back towards his own try line. Hendricks goes to Pepsi Buthelezi. Bulls working the ball is out. I'll tell you what, I think he might have a case. Quirson underneath the high ball, falls back from Quirson. And Brosa Pierre goes and dives on the ball, and a bit of pressure there from Alex Pimpy, who the boss, and he's won the penalty. Very good work from Pimpy. Chris says, Billy is so average, he must be the number 15. All the other fullbacks laugh at his time is well over. Yeah, I'm not sure too many fullbacks laugh at a double World Cup winner. Like, I think that's quite a big shout. And he's played really well for the 100-odd minutes he's played for the Bulls. So I don't think one bad drop goal attempt makes him a bad player. And I think the amount of stuff he's going to teach that Bulls, these young Bulls outside backs, is going to be absolutely invaluable. Wish the Lions would sign them. I think it's a brilliant signing from the Bulls. Good work there from Pimpy, though, winning that penalty. Sharks are going to take the points here. So this would be a pretty big thump from McCurry and Bosch. But, yeah, not the worst idea. Run that clock down a little bit. Try and get Fez and Barter back. Try and get yourself a little bit more into the game. Try and sort of reduce that deficit. Curran Bosch. Looking pretty good. Down the right-hand side, once again, that's 6 points he's left out there, Curran Bosch. They've both been pretty good strikes. Not been far away. But I'll tell you what, 17 points to 9 is a bit of a different game. 17 points to 3, isn't it? Matthew saying the Sharks are like PSG or Rugby. They just buy big names and are now not a team. Yeah, I think they'll get there this season. I do think John Plumtree and Neil Powell will start bringing them together a little bit. I think we've seen moments where we can see how they kind of want to play, but yeah, for the most part, it just hasn't really come together, has it? Ready to go to Curry Boss to cut you up. Jelty stepping back inside, brought down by Stefan Hans. And just out to Ibn Etzebeth. Oh, it's a huge tackle. Working around, still made a yard or two as Ibn Etzebeth. Here's Darren come out, tip of the top from Curran Bosch. Bounce back to the Kanya arm. Oh, it was into the hands of Billy LaRue. Double knock on there. Will be a Bulls line. I mean, Bulls scrum, I reckon. Nice little chip over the top from Curran Bosch. And the Kanya arm almost managing to grab on and hold on to it. A bit of a break and play, yeah, before we get going with the scrum again. Right, so we'll leave the poll up until half time. So the poll is up saying, will Deontay play for the Springboks again? We've got 92 votes. Let's see if we can get over 100 votes. We're sitting on 24 likes here, people. Let's see if we can get that up to 50 likes. Come on, people. I reckon we can do it. Well, 30. We'll start with 30, baby steps. Ball comes on the back of the Bulls. Scrum there, and Brosa Pierre decides to go on the left-hand side himself. Ball back inside to Billy LaRue. Billy LaRue chips to the head for Kurt Lawrence. And it's gone off the boot of Brandon Fassia, and they've wanted back have the Bulls, but there was a knock-on there from, I think it was Kurt Lawrence. Brandon Fassia gets bailed out of that one because it wasn't a bit of a heart-and-mouth moment for him. But we haven't really seen a lot of the outside backs very midfield orientate. Yeah, I think I think as the game goes on, I think we'll see a bit more of them. I think at the moment it has been quite tight. You're right. I think it has been a lot sort of played in the middle of the park. Ironically, as well, when we have seen it go wide, it's often not been the outside backs. I mean, we saw Stedman Hans going over in the corner. And that, by the way, is significant because Fez Mbata is back on the pitch, as is Sika Mozinoche, and Sharks are back to a full contingent. Penalty at scrum time there. In fact, no, I lie. So, yeah, it was a tactical change. So they brought on Dan Euster. That's a very strange call. So Dan Euster has stayed on the park here. That's an interesting decision. Right, penalty there for the Bulls. They go to the corner. It's against Ntuka Nkunu. Yeah, so Fez Mbata will not rejoin the Sharks. Trying to shift the point of contact there, and Marco Verstappen comes away with the ball, and good work there from James Fenton, who was nice and alert. And the Bulls again, they've lost a few meters and a bit of momentum. So Yanko Swanepoel trying to get back on the front foot. Sukumozi was up there nice and quickly. Good hard tackle there coming from Dan Euster. He then comes across, disrupts the ruck. So he's out there trying to prove why he's been trusted. Now Bruce almost a bit of a fumble, decides to go on the left-hand side with a snipe of his own. Yanko Swanepoel working hard at the ruck to secure possession. David Creel pops it up too. Cameron Hanekom gets it to Kurtley Arns. Kurtley Arns comes back on the inside. That is what Kurtley Arns does. He's just shown Eben Etzebeth why so many people struggle to tackle him. He's coming on the inside. Slippery customer. He just needs an inch. And he's taken it and he scored. Well, we talked about we haven't seen much of our outside backs. The good thing with Kurtley Arns is you don't need to see a lot of him. He doesn't need a lot of opportunities. He just needs that one. It's a great offload jab by Cameron Hanekom, by the way. He gets his hands through the tackle to Kurtley Arns, so he then steps inside of Eben Etzebeth, who's desperately trying to cover. But yeah, such a slippery customer. And all of a sudden, this is becoming a bit worrying from the Sharks. 19-point advantage, the kick to come. This also could throw out our bet. So, yeah, a little bit worrying from a betting slip point of view. And I think that's been hooked. Yeah, that's been it. So it'll remain a 19-point game. So a converted try will still be 12 points. So we actually need the Sharks to start making a bit of a comeback here if our BOYLESPORTS bet is going to win. It's a great finish. Ooh, he almost loses the ball as he's trying to place. Right, 6 minutes left in the first half, and Bulls 22, Sharks the 3. I think the Sharks have to score before halftime. I think if they don't score before halftime, I think that this game could be gone. And appeared to see the penalty for taking the man out in the air there. It's a timing issue there, but it's annoying because now you release all the pressure. He's a kick we had hurts it. Oh my god, that called it over. It's cold. Oh, that's phenomenal. This freezer is ridiculous. I mean, I had my water in the fridge section and it's frozen. Very frustrating, but at least I've got a cold, cool drink. Good to take them Cameron Icon at the line. Now, inside ball, Kurtley Arns from Ambrose Pierre. Yeah, I think advantage there. Current Bosch coming too quickly off the line. Jan Goosen looking for a bit of space. Runs to Dan Jooster. Ambrose up here. Fires it out to Gerard Steenekamp. Pick up and go here. From Ulrich Lowe. Pops it up to Ak van der Merwe. Oh, just trying to get his offload in the tackle and can't. Interesting decision here from the Bulls. I think at the moment with the momentum, I think that they should kick for the corner here. They need one more try for a bonus point. Chris saying the Box of the Sharks team have gone from playing for the best team in the world to be one of the worst in the URC. I'll tell you what, the way that they started the season, that is unfortunately very true. Mark Verstappen down the short side there. Knock on there from the Bulls and then goes out. So we have scrum for the Sharks. So some of the Sharks need to go to the fridge section to cool down a bit. It's a big scrum, and I think a penalty once again for the Bulls. So Sharks scrum really, really struggling at the moment. And I think we'll see Oxen Chair walking out after half time. I don't think they're going to continue sitting there being out scrummed like that. All right, go to the front line out there to Renard Ludwig. Bulls looking for their bonus point try here. And now van der Merwe is over. Bonus points. Disaster class so far from the Sharks. Bulls running riot in Pretoria in the heat. What a first half that has been. 27 points to 3 with the kick to come. And Bulls, I tell you what, all the new signers as well stepping up. This is looking like a proper outfit. There goes the hooter. Akka van der Merwe, first name Armand. Didn't know. Right, kick to come from Jan Goosen before half time, and they did. I mean, bonus point. Chris says, Billy the GOAT, back chatting the ref is the only thing he's the GOAT of. Yeah, I know. That, 2 World Cups, British and Irish Lions series. What's it, about 90-odd games for the Springboks. Right, half time. What a half that was. I don't think too many people expected that. Bulls 27, Sharks 3. Work to do. I think we'll see Ox and Chair coming on pretty early in the second half to try and sort these scrums out. But take a slight break. We'll come and see you guys after the after half time. So you can go get your beverages and stuff like that and go and sort all of that out. And yeah, then we will reconvene for the second half in just a bit. Right, and we are back. Welcome back, everybody, to Favorite Rugby on Favorite Sports for the second half. Bulls currently hammering the Sharks 27 points to 3. And the Bulls are going to need a significantly, the Sharks are going to need a significantly better half if they are to take anything out of this game. Because at the moment, they're being quite substantially outplayed. And there are some replacements. Honor Jacobs has come on for Kuni Oosthuizen for the Sharks. A bit surprised we haven't seen Reteko Vaditswe and Chair coming on, given how good his scrummaging is at the moment. And he is on, to be fair. And up here, plus he finds half a gap. Eventually brought down Machero Stenenkamp. But Sharks got to start well, yeah. So Grant Williams come on as well, by the way, to try and up the ante. So Sharks have rolled a bit of a dice. Grant Williams, who is explosive. And there's one of the changes with Reteko Vaditswe, backed up by another one. So it's a brand new front row for the Sharks. As well as a news come off. And he's been left behind. There's Ryan Jans van Rensburg, who's replaced Francois Fenta as well. So the only players they haven't brought on so far is Buddha Chamberlain, Marco De Witt, and I'll tell you what, that was almost very, very close. They're still playing on the Bulls, Cameron Harnicombe was eventually brought down. Rosa Pierre pops it over the top there. Good work for Seeking Mozinoche going back there. Now he wants to run it up. That's a hard attack from Cameron Harnicombe, so that'll be a free clearance there for the Sharks. Right, so yeah, the Sharks have rolled the dice a little bit, which they probably needed to do, to be fair. I think that things weren't working. And yeah, when things aren't working, you can either sit there and hope that they'll just, magically start working in, or you can be proactive and make some changes, which is what they have done. Whether they'll make a big difference, well, let's wait and see, shall we? Right, Grant Williams, show and go, brought down by Cameron Harnicombe. Good work for him there. Marco Verstappen getting his hands on the ball, but illegally so. And Verstappen has held to the ball, and they've been marched back 10 meters. So that's frustrating from a Bulls perspective. Yeah, and they will go for the corner with the Sharks. They have to go for the corner. Couple of comments earlier. Justin says, load shedding now. Cameron Harnicombe and Franco Horn putting their hands up for that 8 jersey. 100% agree. No halftime show. Unfortunately, I went to go and get some water because I'm absolutely dying of heat in this office. Right, early opportunity here for the Sharks. Yeah, Ebenezer presents it for Dan Jooste. Trying to get the rolling more going. Yeah, are the Sharks. Once is the call there. And they're broken away from Dan Jooste. I think it's James Fenta actually who's got the ball there. Grant Williams pops it up to do Pepsi Buthelezi. Trying to get in the front foot. Popping up now to Dan Jooste. Now, Jean-Ray Lapis Lavaskakni. Sharks about 10 meters out. Goes to Lekanya Am. Lekanya Am puts his head down. Good work there from Ryan Jans van Rensburg. Now, Pepsi Buthelezi around the outside there. Sharks are 5 meters out now. Ball available there for Grant Williams. Pops it up to Apelele Fassi. Back to Evan Etzebeth, who's lost it forward. And Akman Merv has offloaded it to Albert Lowe, who's carried forward. Very, very frustrating from the Sharks. That would have been a big time to score. Slow ball now, yeah, for Ambrose Papier. Pops it up to Janko Swanepoel. Big kick coming from Reteko Vaditswe and Chair. Ball is out. Ball goes back to Villaroo. He's got a bit of time behind a good clearance. And finds an excellent clearance. Will they take it quickly? They do take it quickly. Pierre Dianti goes inside. 2 marks from Mapimpi. Right, what can the two wings do? Mapimpi, into the 22 he goes. Grant Williams fires it out to Curran Bosch. Curran Bosch to Lekanya Am. Brought down by Kane Moody and David Creel. Grant Williams goes to Eben Etzebeth. Etzebeth slightly isolated, but Tiki Mozinoche did well. Penalty advantage for the Sharks. Not early from David Creel. Honor Jacobs goes to Dan Jooste. Big tackle on him. Sharks now going down the left-hand side, the short side. Grant Williams goes to Piatianti, loses it forward in contact. There was a penalty advantage, and the Sharks will, I think, once again go to the corner and try this all again. Right, bit of break and play here. Much better from the Sharks, though. Just frustrating that Elizabeth lost that forward. But they do have a penalty here. And if they are going to create a bit of a comeback, I think you've got to score here. Got to score, convert, get yourself down to 17 points, score again, and just try and start building a bit of an innings. Sharks have not won away from home in the championship since beating the Lions 29 points to 7 in Johannesburg in February. Shocking stat. They don't jump there to the Sharks, and they're just short. Penalty try. Well, that's going to help a lot. That'll help a lot. And as again, I'm about to say, there should be a yellow card as well. So that's, all going to be exactly what the Sharks needed. So not only is it 7 points, but as a yellow to the Bulls. And it is Gerard Steenekamp who will go to the bin for 10 minutes. Right, big opportunity this now for the Sharks. Buckets. Buckets. Right, restart. It's a great take from Etzebeth. Goodness me, that's good. And he gets a couple of yards as well. Started the half well, apart from that knock on his Evan. Right, Grant Williams goes to the boot. It's swirling at the top there. It comes off Caden Moody forward, so I think there'll be an option here for the Sharks. Scrum or line out. I'll take the scrum, to be honest. I'll take the scrum and see what I can do. See if Ezekiel can get involved. Try to win a penalty, progress down, but yeah, I think they are going to take the scrum, yeah, because Williams got the ball in hand. It's a great take there from Evan Etzebeth. Goes to the top, plucks it out of the sky. Oxenchair doing really well to lift him up there and keep him up. Right, so we got 35 likes, over 100 people watching. If you guys could continue to like the video, get to get that to 50 likes. Would be very, very nice. And I'm going to put in a new poll here. So I asked, will Giannis play for the Springboks again? And 149 people have voted, and 67% of people saying yes, he will. So now we need another poll. If you have any suggestions for a poll, let me know. I want to try and put up one in the next 10 minutes. Bit of break and play, by the way, before the scrum. Right, here we go. Finally ready for the scrum. Pretty solid. Now there's a bit of a shove coming from Retic for Dito and Chair. Ball's available there for Grant Williams. And he's been told to use it. And he said the ball is out. Right, Jens van Rensburg runs to Ambrose Pierre. Eventually brought down. Quick ball here for Grant Williams. Buckley's arriving. He bounced off his opposite number, which is all the way low. Get to the halfway line. Grant Williams looking for options. Sigmund Noche comes back on the angle. Now Juster goes to Mapimpi. Mapimpi, a bit of space out here. Getting away from Van der Merwe. Eventually brought down back Van der Merwe, but he made a good few yards. Up to the 10-meter line. Cohen Bosch fires it out to Sigmund Noche. Solid carry from him. Remember that the Bulls are a man down. And the Kanya Arm. Getting away from Stedman Khan. So eventually brought down by David Creel and Kurt Lawrence, but he's made another 10 meters or so. Deft hands there. Midfield pops it up to Dan Justo, who's brought down by Jan Goosen. Grant Williams continues to go on the left-hand side to Jens van Rensburg. Oh, soft hands. Show and go there from a Pimpy. Getting away from him. Kane Moody now puts into the boot, and Villarreal will have to run that into touch. Kane Moody's had a bit of a tough day defensively, hasn't he? He shot up to try and make the tackle, and I think there's a penalty here for the Sharks to tackle off the ball, actually. Yeah, a bit of a show and go there, and Kane Moody couldn't bring down him. He was then tackled after he kicked the ball. So the penalty for the Sharks, and they'll be able to chip this into the corner. Sharks score again, and we could have a bit of a game on our hands here. Even a converted point try only puts them 10 points behind the Bulls. But it will be very interesting to see how these two teams cope with the heat, because it is absolutely cooking in Pretoria, and there's definitely going to be a bit of struggles. A reminder, after this, we will have the Lions taking on the Dragons. Could be a pretty high-scoring game. I hope it is. And then it's a good line out there to go to Pessput Lazy for the Sharks, right at the back of the line-out. Looking to set them all. Once is the call there. Now it's pretty well set. I'm going to get a bit of ascendancy. Dan Juster is controlling things. Goes himself. And turnover ball. That's really poor from the Sharks. Really, really poor from the Sharks. Kane Moody getting over there. I think it was Reinhard Ludwig who came into the middle and forced him to go himself. He was a bit isolated. Right, big scrum this year from the Sharks. They could try and force a penalty. It would make up for, not really managing to make that moment count. Sharks yet to get a scrum penalty. Bulls have been very good at scrum time. And Spearman Tanzama's on and under a bit of pressure there. But now the second shove comes for the Bulls. And it's going to be a reset. So yeah, Matanzama, a bit of pressure. I think Volkolo still on the other side. Okay, so after having a look at the box shot back, what are your thoughts? With regards to how they're playing, or with regards to like the teams? In terms of the players themselves, well, Kenny Moody's had a bit of a tough day today. Curly Lawrence scored a nice try. Even it's been a bit hot and cold. He's had some very good moments and a couple of sloppy moments. Oxen Chair doesn't look too bad. Jaden Hendricks was brilliant when he was on. The Kanya Arms looked really good today. I think that's, for me, has probably been my highlight of the day. Is the Kanya Arms has looked much better. Tanzama's gone down again. If he's not blowing the whistle, they've gone to Jan Goosen down the short side, who goes to the boot. Pierre Dianti runs into David Creel, solid tackle on him, and he falls in front of Albert Lowe. Now Yosto goes to Yemen Etzebeth. Etzebeth looking for options. David Creel putting in a lot of hard work getting up there to make the tackle. Grant Williams down the corner there. Big hit there from Ryan Janssen from Rensburg. Placed it well for Grant Williams. Still wants to go down that short side. Lekanya there. Stepping away from David Creel. Eventually brought down by Stefan Gans. Eventually available for Grant Williams. Pops up to Eben Etzebeth. Grant Williams goes to Kern Bosch. Ah, that's dreadful from Ryan Janssen van Rensburg. He's just spilt the ball forward. Absolutely unforced error that. He is a much better player than that. That's what you get for leaving the Lions, mate. The yellow card was for a collapse in the maul. The penalty try, and Gerard Stenenkamp was the one who collapsed it, which is why Pima Tanzama's on. It's a bit of a schoolboy error that from Ryan Janssen van Rensburg, if we're going to be brutally honest. Looks like a pretty decent crowd in there, to be fair. Nice to see. Very, very nice to see. Right, now we're having a water break because of the heat. There's still 2 minutes left on that yellow card for the Bulls, so the Sharks haven't really managed to capitalize on that miracle advantage just yet. They might yet have another opportunity though, although it is a Bulls scrum when we do get back to playing. In your head, zombie, 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 hey, hey. Being boomed around Loftus. Pretty solid scrum there, not much good from either side. Now a bit of pressure coming from the Sharks, but Bryce Pierre doesn't manage to use it. Goes to Jan Goosen and he goes to Kane Moody. Kane Moody's got the outside of Marcus on the Pimpy. Tips over the top. Does Kane Moody? Can he regather? Dianti's coming across and it's come off his knees and out, I think. So it's good work from Pierre Dianti. Very good work from Kane Moody. That's a bit more like it. Probably the first time he's actually had ball in hand in this game. Yeah, good covering there from Pierre Dianti coming across. Right, so meters made so far. Kane Moody 63, Cameron Honican with 28, and Stefan Gans with 69 so far this game. Big kind of shove there for the Sharks, and the Bulls was right up against the touchline, but now starting to find a bit of Aquaman brought down, very isolated. Surely this will be turned over. It will be turned over. Very good defense that from the Sharks. Very important moment as well. Cannot afford to see any points. Any points conceded and they're done. That's the game. Kwasi says, "Get him ball, Steve. Do you think this was the best World Cup? I don't know why I liked the Japanese World Cup. But yeah, I think that for me, this is probably my favorite World Cup. It's always probably going to be my favorite World Cup because I was there. But there were some just very cool moments. I think that Italy, Ireland New Zealand quarterfinal was absolutely phenomenal. I think that the Bok Ireland game was really good. Even the first opening game was pretty exciting. Portugal getting that first win was very cool. I really liked seeing Chile, for example. So I'd say this was probably my favorite World Cup. Whether it was the best one, I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think the toughest campaign for Springboks. So I think it's the best World Cup win. Big scrum there from the Sharks, and finally they get themselves a scrum penalty. Right, well, the top from Dan Yoster goes to Grant Williams. Grant Williams fires it out to, they go short to Ranias from Rensburg. The big hit on him from Markham and Starden. And he's knocked it on again as he, dear, Ranias from Rensburg having a bit of a nightmare at the moment. It was a good hit initially, and then Akpanamerva he handed it off, and then Ranias from Rensburg, as he goes down, losing the ball forward. Very frustrating from the inside scene. It was a good carry. Nice physical carry, but just couldn't hold on to the ball. Hasn't quite happened for him just yet as Ranias from Rensburg. Hasn't quite shown the form he showed all those years ago for the Lions when he got called for the Springboks and he played against the Barbarians. So you never got an official Springbok cap. And that's pushing him as well, so it'll be not a free kick, it'll be a reset. No stability to that scrum. Zombie, zombie, zombie. Hey, hey. Maybe we should do like a sports karaoke. Free kick this time to the Bulls, who I think will just slow things down. And I can remove that yellow card, by the way. Gerard Steenkamp is back onto the park. Another scrum here for the Bulls. Balls available for Bruce Pierce. Having to go search for, and eventually Kramer Honeycomb sticks his hand down and then comes out with it. And Jan Goosen just chips that ahead. And that will eventually run out of touch on the 5-meter line. Good game management this from the Bulls. Just chipping in behind, putting a bit of pressure on the Sharks. For line out will be a 5-meter line for Dan Yoster. But more to the point, they're playing in the right areas here. Sharks not going to score if they stay inside their 22. So it's an intelligent kick there from Jan Goosen. Right, you got Pesci Buthelezi. Good line out there. Pops up to Grant Williams. He goes to James Fenter. He's getting a lot of game time at the moment because of the injuries to the Sharks camp at the moment. Likes of Vincent Tuka, for example, out. George Cornier out. Grant Williams goes high. Pimpy and Caden Moody's taking that brilliantly, by the way. And it's gone down, and I think it'll be a Bulls scrum. Clear contest, no nothing wrong with Pimpy, but the ball's not coming out, so they're going to reward the Bulls with a scrum. Caden Moody taking a bit of time when he's getting up there. I think just stretching it out. It's a good take from Caden Moody. Well, both of them actually had some of it. Yeah, they both have a bit of that ball. The referee agreeing with that and then saying, so it'll be a Bulls scrum. He reckons Bulls going forward. And says we're playing 7s in 18 minutes. Yeah, against, no, we're not. Women's side could be actually. Where are we at? No, the women's side is finished. It's 6:30, I think, is the men's game. Yeah, 6:30. So 2 hours. Unless we are USA or France. The 7s does return in 18 minutes. That part you're right. Because, yeah, France versus USA at 5 to 5. Thank you for the sticker, Kwasi. I appreciate it. I'm going to with my December beer fund. Because we're going to need lots of them if it's going to be this hot. I mean, jeepers. It's one of those, it's kind of at that heat where, like, you don't even really get drunk because you're kind of sweating out the beer as fast as you're drinking it. So it's, yeah, it's hectic. It's hectic out here. Hectic out here. Carlos is talking about dress up costume for the Cape Town Sevens. I'm going as unfit. I love that. Speaking of the Sevens, if you would like to win tickets, as you can see on screen there, you've got to go and sign up for BOYLESPORTS. You've got to go bet 20 rand on any rugby this weekend, and you can stand a chance to win a set of double tickets to the Sevens next weekend. A big scrum this for the Bulls here as the time starts to clip down. And Rose Pierre, well, they go to, in fact, they go to Caden Moody in the midfield. Interesting choice ball carry. Cameron Harnicorn on the turn there. Good tackle there from Ranyas from Rensburg. The ball comes loose, and I think that's been knocked on by Steve Hans. No, says the referee. Bro Pierre goes to Vilko low. Solid tackle on Davis Fentu. Got nice and low. On low. Oh, Billy LaRue. And the offload as well. That is brilliant for Billy LaRue. Marco Verstappen now on the charge. Ambrose Pierre goes to Cameron Harnicorn. Cameron Harnicorn gets the offload away to Ulrich Low. That's just good continuity, good rugby, good retention. Quality stuff that from the Bulls. What a performance is turning into be. And the Sharks, I'll tell you, this is not the performance that they wanted to see and they hoped for. What I'm really impressed with the Bulls, and this is where we've seen a bit of a what's the word? A development, evolving, I suppose. They've evolved their game in that their players look for the offloads. They've just created this really interesting offload game, which we didn't see in previous Bulls side. So Cameron Honeycomb, for example, he's looking to run it straight. He's looking to get over the advantage line, but he wants to bring in other players. He's looking for the opportunity to get the offload away. A good kick there. This is game over, by the way. 34 points rather to 10. 24 points to the margin. We need 2 late tries from the Sharks, or else our BOYLESPORTS bet is not going to hit. Very, very annoying if that is the case. All right, put a Chamberlain onto the park. I would really like to see Sia Masuku given an opportunity. I just don't understand why he hasn't. Deep restart, put a Chamberlain. Pira Dianti with a good chase that. All right, Dion Slavin onto the park for the Bulls. New signing from Pumas. Little show go there from Johan Wilson. That's the Zam Carr onto the park as well. Yeah, a couple of Pumas players making the trip down to Pretoria during the transfer window. I suppose it is kind of to a certain degree. He's once again, he's having an absolute shocker, Israel Jans from Nuremberg. Where has this come from? Where has this come from? What have they done to this poor man? He just can't catch a ball. The soft skills from Ryan Jans from Nuremberg has just disappeared today. They take the 3 points here, are the Bulls. Right. Some comments over here. Cross said, one of your older subscribers, yeah, OG subscribers. Dad's saying Bulls are too strong for the Sharks. No surprise, really. Bulls are 3-time Super Rugby champions. Matt said, what a try. Dad's saying the Sharks defense is weak, really shaking defense. That's a pretty good kick as well. So now they're just really putting the hammer down are the Bulls. Carl says, Jake White has also been involved with the coach, our greatest ever coach. Huge shout. Dad says Jake White didn't win 2 World Cups. Lions are better than the Sharks. I mean, we know this, people. Lions are the GOAT side. They are goated. They are going to be in the top 8 when they go and hammer the Dragons in about half an hour's time. So excited. You know how nice it is to be excited to watch Lions rugby again. I just want to watch Franco Horn cook. And speaking of terrible handling, that is dreadful from Albert Lowe. He's knocked that forward. It's a turnover ball here for the Sharks. Rogers goes to Oxenchair. Oxenchair goes to Apelele Fassi. Apelele Fassi is brought down by Dion Slavin and Nizam Carr. But Chamberlain goes to Pesco Lazy. Fires it out to Makazula Mapimpi. Ironically, we talked about the back 3 battle. I don't think any of the back 3 players on either side have had bad games, actually. Kane Moody struggled a little bit defensively, but been very good with ball in hand. And he's conceded a penalty there. Kirk Lawrence has had very limited opportunity with ball in hand, but has been very good when he has had that chance. I think Piro Gianti's looked a bit more like their Piro Gianti of old the last couple of games. Makazona Pimpi made 1 poor defensive read, but apart from that, it's generally been pretty good. Billy LaRue, Apelele Fassi, I think have both been pretty good. So I know that was like a big focus point, and I don't think they've really disappointed so far. I think they've been pretty solid. Sharks got to score 2 late tries here. So we see 11.5. So we've got to get within 11 points here. So they're 27 points behind. So 2 tries would be 27 to... Geez, we need more than 2 tries. For goodness sake, people. There comes Marco DeWitt, who replaces James Fenter. So John Lavscatney will go into the flank because Marco DeWitt is a lock. And they go short and back to Dan Uster. Parakia to the Sharks. Grant Williams eventually arriving. Goes to Pesi Buthelezi. Grant Williams pops it up to Dan Uster. Good defense so far, yeah, from the Bulls. Ball's still available though. Right, Oxen Chair. Pesi Buthelezi. Grant Williams eventually getting that ball out. Henry Yakos from a standing start. Need someone to get over the front, over the advantage line here. Do the Sharks. And Lavscatney drifts towards the left-hand side. Corner rolls on, by the way, for Eben Etzebeth. And penalty for the Bulls. Yeah, Sharks just not pitched up today at all. Very, very frustrating to see. So just over 11 minutes, just shy of 11 minutes left in the game. 37 points to 10. And unfortunately, it looks like our fan forum bet from Chris is not going to hit because the Sharks are absolutely hopeless. So I think the lesson that we're busy learning here is don't bet on the Sharks. Right, so the Bulls throw at the park. Right, Ryan Jans from Rensburg. That's a bit, jeepers. As I said, this time I think it was, no, it was not forward. It's like he's got soap for hands at the moment. Penalty advantage here for the Bulls. Ball over the top. Oh, Akafan and Murba's going to take that. How's that? How is that for a try? Something out of nothing, really. And David Creel to Akafan and Murba and the hooker of all players. What a signing he's been. In front of the 24,515 people at the stadium. Decent crowd, solid crowd. So David Creel saw that space over there, just chips it over the top. Akafan and Murba is there, so as is Dion Slabbert. Even the little jump from Akafan and Murba. I'll tell you what, for whatever reason that apparently it was a bit of an issue between Akafan and Murba and the coaching staff. If he's going to continue playing like this, I don't see how he doesn't get into that box setup next year. $42 points to 10. This is a new low for the Sharks. It really is. Tender says Jans van Rensburg showing why the NDN is not choice block 12s. and Watchalong while Liebach is a better 10. Both are having horror shows. Tell them to get better players and coach. Yeah, please sell around Jans van Rensburg and please give him back to the Lions. I'll take that back tomorrow. Tomorrow. And that was the last involvement, by the way, from Macapone Murphy, who's gone to the Pines to get a bit of a water, bit of refreshments. And the restart there ran into Jan Goosen. I mean, even that's pretty poor restart. And Jan Goosen has found space. It's popped up for Buddha Chamberlain. A bit of pressure there. Gets away to Maxima Pimpy. Very, very good work. This one, Pimpy's eventually brought down on his own car. But good work under a lot of pressure. And having said that, though, the penalty's been won by Kane and Moody. He's been very good over the ball. I think he'd be a superb sevens player with Kane and Moody. I used to send him to the Olympics. Give him a year off the box. He already won the World Cup. Go to the Olympics. Go win a gold medal. Come back to the box. Win the World Cup again 2027. In your head. In your head. Cole says the Sharks are not that bad. They're just playing the side that will win the tournament. Yeah, look, I think Bulls are in with a decent shot with the way I'm seeing this. Big shot to say they're going to beat Leinster, for example, or Glasgow or Munster if they all pitch up. But I do think the Sharks have been pretty poor today. I think the Sharks this season have been pretty poor, and I think it's trouble city down there. I don't really know how they sort it out. Right, Jakob van der Walt should be starting. Should be starting. Jan Goosen played well today, to be fair. I will give him that. But Jakob van der Walt is sick. Da, 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 da. Yeah, a bit of an awkward one there for. That's Franz Painter, by the way. So I think Ryan Jans van Rensburg gone off. He did get a clash to the head. So I think he's gone off. Franz Painter back onto the park. Show and go there for Marco de Wit. But Sharks all the way back inside their own 22. A long way to go to get to the Bulls try line. David says the Bulls won't win, though. It's definitely between Munster or Stormers. It's a huge shot. I don't think the Stormers have played particularly well so far this season. I mean, they've traveled really badly. We'll see what they do when they're back at in Cape Town. It is a mental side, though. It really is. Tender says, Pimpy needs to show why the 11 jersey should be his. Right now, Moody is dominating. If he isn't careful, his place in the box squad is in jeopardy. I think his box career is pretty much done, to be honest. I mean, he's sitting at, what, 33 years old? He'll be 34 next year. I don't think he'll play much more. Not that I think he's been that bad today, to be honest. With the ball in hand, he's been fine. Moody hasn't been perfect. Moody had a bit of a sloppy first half. He's been brilliant in the second half, though. Cheap as ours this for the Bulls. Ball comes back in from Sebastian de Klerk, falls to Dan Jooste just as well. But Sharks under all sorts of pressure here. And still inside their own 22. And the Bulls are just absolutely relentless at the moment. Right, now Buddha Chamberlain fires it out to Lukanya. Bit of a goosey to try and find a bit of space. turnover ball while it'll be a scrum here, and Grant Williams, Lacanya, really just pleading with the referee, saying he's not running, he's not coming out. That's why the ball's not coming out. Where's our penalty? Brahms says, David, the Stormers, other than the Lions win, have the same winning record as the Sharks. They ain't winning. Yeah, look, as I said, the Stormers have not had a good start to the season. They had that at home. That I don't think they've actually played at home this season, have they? Must have played one game at home, I think. They played against Lions in the first week. Yeah, they played against Scarlets. They hammered Scarlets at home. The Lions almost came back to beat them, though. They won by just about 2 points. And then they had a pretty torrid time on tour where the Stormers lost to Glasgow Warriors, to Benetton, to Munster, as well as Cardiff. None of them were blowout losses, though. Same as the Lions, to be fair. So they weren't hammered overseas. But they haven't won a game in a while now, the Stormers. So need to pitch out. I mean, they're playing against Zebra today. But don't, for me, it doesn't bode well for their Champions Cup campaign. And then they've got a trip. They've got to host the Bulls in a few weeks' time, which will be a good thing for the Stormers because they've got such a good record against this Bulls side. Don Dobson has not lost to Jake White, which is a wild stat. But I think that'll be a nice opportunity for them. If they can beat the Bulls, that'll give them a lot of confidence going into Christmas. Three minutes left, and then we're going to go off to the Lions. Come on, the lads. Lions versus Dragons. Hopefully a nice big scoreline there from the Lions, and really need to see them pitch up and play some good rugby. Penalty there for the Sharks. They take it quickly, right? Lacanya brought down McCreel. Oh, and he's just got the offload away. And Pimpy couldn't hold on to it, though. They take it quickly out of the Sharks. I mean, the Bulls. And just a frustrating day at the office there for Lacanya. He's been good today, though. I've enjoyed it. He's looked a lot better today. So things don't really get much better for the Sharks. They've got Challenge Cup coming up there, and then when they're back from that, they take on. In fact, they don't play. They like the Lions. Don't play until the Lions. The Lions actually don't play in the URC until the new year. Sharks take on Stormers away, so they could literally go into the new year 8 games down with just 1 win. That is a genuine possibility for the Sharks at the moment. So that could be absolutely disastrous for them, really. It'd be interesting to see if they what do they do? What do they do? Do they go and sack Neil Powell, for example? Are you going to sack John Plumtree after 8 games in charge? Who do you go and get? You know, soft hands on the Kanya. Pira Gianti. He's looking for the offload. Oh, that's a brilliant offload as well. Up in the fast chip and chase. Back to he's caught it. Oh, back inside. Oh, it would have been so good. It would have been so good. Could have been so good. This is the annoying thing is the skill sets being shown here by some of these players. In that instance, for example, show you that the Lions have got. I mean, the Sharks have got players to work with. Now, just on the line there from Apre Fassi. Nice offload there from the Kanya. Good offload as well from Pira Dianti. Contender says Sharks will put Cock or Dianti at 13. I'm to 12. Contender, can coaches not play their position? I mean, I don't think Lacanya ever played 12 for the Sharks. 12 is I don't think he wouldn't be the answer for 12. I think they just need. Look, you can go get Barry Costin, put him at 12, for example. I think Francois Fent is a decent player and pretty solid. Just nothing incredibly special from a ball carrying perspective at the moment. Right, there goes the hooter, by the way. And David Creel says, I've had enough. I want to go have a beer. Right, full-time score. Bulls 44, Sharks 10. Didn't see that coming, must admit. Did not see that coming. But yeah, people, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you guys soon. In terms of, we'll see you guys next 5 minutes for the watch along over there at the Lions game. So please do go head over there. You don't have to do anything. This stream will take you right there. And I will be with you guys in just a bit. Thank you for joining.